What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to another episode. Had one dropped off yesterday. Stated that it was just making a really loud racket. Just wouldn't do anything. Wouldn't go. So let's dive into what we got. We have a Yamaha G16A. It's a 2000 model. Pretty reliable motor. Don't see very many of them messed up. But let's see what this thing's doing real quick. That's not pretty at all. What I have suspected is wrong is I believe that maybe the piston rod, the rod cap itself, is probably broken and has allowed the dipper to dip down and maybe catch the block somewhere. So I'm going to refrain from turning this engine over anymore. Let's see what this looks like. That definitely may be a problem there. No oil on the dipstick. So, we're going to start the tear out process, guys. Get this thing tore out of here and put it on the bench and find out what's wrong.
And I'm burned by the morning light. I make the same mistake more than twice. Same song, but brand new dance. I wear out my third second chance. You take my breath and I can't get it back. Might be time for me to face the facts. The best me is with you, but I know I got a lot to prove. They think we're too damaged to fix, but we're just working through a little rust. They like to say we're just young, but I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side. You and I.
Alright, guys. Got all my stuff loose. All the cables, gas lines, electric plug, starter generator. Got my 4 bolts loose in the bottom. Time to get it out. Now we're going to get over here and see what we can find going on with this motor.
Break our hearts open in half, just to see if we'll put them back. No matter what they try, I'll stay by your side. It's you and
All that mess built up around that crankshaft made it super hard to get it off. Okay, so you can see that's our biggest problem right there. And you can see it broke one of the rod cap bolts. And a piece of something else. Looks like maybe the oiler off the bottom of the piston. Let's roll this thing around and see. Yeah, oh yeah, look, it's broke off the slinger. That's what I like to call it. And so certainly gonna have to be a new rod put on this engine. So at this point, guys, gotta write this up and get a quote going to my customer about it and show them what's going on here. Alright, guys, so we got our new seals knocked in the side cover here. Got our new valves in the head. New valve seal. Same with the block. Got the new seal in the block. Got our head shaped up. New rod, rings, and everything else to go with it. So we're gonna get going on putting it back together.
Time waiting for one of us to cross the line. You got me and I got you, and we got a lot to prove. They think we're too damaged to fix, but we're just working through a little rust. They like to say we're just young, but I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side. You and I break our hearts open in half just to see if we'll put them back. No matter what they try, I'll stay by your side. It's you and I.
Alright guys, there you go. Block reassembled. Now we just got to worry about all the small details now. Make sure we got our keyway back in. We'll get this fan cleaned off. There we go. Got it ready to go back in the cart, and that's what we're going to do now. Throw them back in here. Alright guys, got it dropped back in place. Now it's time to get the motor bolts under the cart put back on. Get all the cables, fuel lines, starter generator, exhaust, all that hooked back up. So let's get at it. Alright, so I got all four of my engine mount bolts. Got the nuts back on them. We're going to get everything else wrapped up. Get this thing basically situated with belts and everything back on it. And then the last thing I'll do is tighten up those motor bolts. I got that starter generator hooked up. We're going to get this exhaust hooked back up. Alright guys, so we got our carb hooked back up. Got all our cables hooked up. Breather tubes, accelerator cable. Starter generators hooked up, airbox back in place, muffler back in place. Now we got to slide up under here and tighten up the engine mount bolts, and we will be ready to add some fluids, some filters, a new spark plug, all that good stuff, and get this thing running. Alright guys, we got our oil in, fresh filters, plug, got everything tightened up. Time to see if it'll run. Alright guys, y'all seen the first run on that thing. Sounded pretty good. Looked pretty good. And at this point now I'll take it through a couple of heat cycles just to get all the gaskets and everything sealed to the engine, get the rings seated good in the cylinder. And I'll get all my mess cleaned up here, get everything put back to where it belongs, the seat and all that on. And then we'll take it for a ride. And then what I like to do is once I get these things built like this, I'll put a pretty good amount of time on riding it. You know, a good hour total if I can. And then I will park it, slide me a piece of cardboard under it, make sure we don't have any oil leaks coming from anywhere. And then we will call it a good day, because the customer will be getting their cart back and be a happy customer. Alright guys, I'm going to take it for the first spin. Let's see what goes on. Nice and smooth, actually. There's nice power on it, so I am very happy with the way this golf cart feels. Alright guys, so there you have it. Engine rebuild on the Yamaha G16. And as always, we thank you for watching our videos. Hopefully this video helps some of you guys out. Don't forget to scan that QR code. It takes you directly to our website so you can get any of the parts and accessories you need for your golf carts. And God bless you all. Thank you again for watching the videos. We're out.